Hey, everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Advocate Information Highway. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have a really interesting and very important topic for tonight's show, which is uh, the blame for the high inflation needs to be placed on the real culprits, which are the big corporations who are making huge profits by skyrocketing prices. You know, I am so sick and tired of the media just blaming the Democrats for the high inflation problem and not promoting and putting it out there who are the real culprits for the high inflation, which are the big corporations. Okay. These big corporations, they are skyrocketing prices and making huge profits. And that's the real reason why we have such high inflation. And yes, of course, with Putin and the war in Ukraine adds to that as well. Yes, and it's the Republicans, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Republicans that are on the side of the big corporations. It's the Republicans, ladies and gentlemen, that gave the tax breaks to the big corporations. Okay? Plus, it's the Republicans, right, didn't do anything to lower prices. Okay? The Democrats, on the other hand, and these are facts, ladies and gentlemen, okay? The Democrats are the ones that have been fighting to lower prices. It's the Democrats that passed a law to lower prescription drugs. It's the big corporations, the big pharmaceuticals and everything that were skyrocketing prices and making huge profits. Okay? Now, thanks to the Democrats, okay, Medicare and Medicaid can work to where prescriptions can be much lower now. Much lower. Okay? The Republicans don't want the public to know that. The Republicans don't want the people to know the real truth. And the Republicans want the media to not promote the real reasons of why we have such a high inflation, which is big corporations are making the huge profits by skyrocketing prices. That's the real reason why we have such high inflation, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And Republicans and the media, they don't want you to know that. They don't want to promote the real truth, which is that big corporations are making huge profits by skyrocketing prices. But the Republicans and the media just want to blame everything on the Democrats. And that's not right. That's not right at all. Okay? The Democrats are the ones that are trying really hard to lower the inflation. And top economists have said that thanks to the Democrats, inflation next year should be less than 3%. Okay? And that's the truth. Now, just to further my point even more, okay? Just to prove my point even more, I'm going to read you an article of, and this happened yesterday in the the United States House of Representatives. Okay, Congresswoman Katie Porter, who's a Democrat of Florida, grilled Mike Conzal, who is the director of macroeconomic analysis at the Roosevelt Institute, over the primary cause of inflation in the post-COVID-19 economy. This was the first question that she asked. According to this chart, what is the biggest driver of inflation during the pandemic? The dark blue is the recent period. That's what she asked him, right? Mr. Gonzalez confirmed it would be corporate profits. The Congresswoman then asked, and what is that percentage? Gonzalez replied, it is 54%, and that number does stay that level of high if you update that number to more recent numbers as well. Then the Congresswoman asked, over half of the increased prices people are paying are coming from increases in corporate profits? Mr. Gonzalez then said that it did, and that the unit price index is reflected in corporate profits as opposed to other costs. Then the Congresswoman asked, how does that compare to historically other periods of inflation or over other periods of economic time? Mr. Gonzalez stipulated it is significantly higher in this recovery of 11.5%. The Congresswoman then asked, and what is it today? Gonzalez said it is 53%. And so that says it right there, ladies and gentlemen. There's evidence right there. Okay? And anybody with half of a pea brain knows that for many years, it's big corporations who are making huge profits by skyrocketing prices. Okay? And that is another reason why, ladies and gentlemen, President Biden want to really tax the big corporations. Okay? The Democrats wanted to tax the big corporations. It's the Republicans that wanted to give the tax breaks to the big corporations. Okay? And it's the Republicans that wanted to severely tax regular people, small businesses, and stuff. The Democrats, on the other hand, are the ones who wanted to give the tax breaks to the regular people, to the small business owners. Okay? So, honestly, right there proves, it's a proof. It's the Democrats are the ones that are for the people. Okay, it's the Republicans that are for the filthy rich. It's the Republicans that are for the big corporations. Okay? And media doesn't want to promote the real fact that it's the big corporations really that are the problem of why we have such high inflation. It's the big corporations that have skyrocketed prices and made huge profits. That's the real reason why we have such high inflation. Okay? And the media does not promote that. And I'm sick and tired of that. It needs to be really put out there that the real reason why we have such high inflation are because of the big corporations. And I just read you the proof. I just read you the article, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? As an example. And that just happened yesterday in the House of Representatives. So, and I know that the Republicans are going to turn a blind eye to that. They say, no, you're lying. No. The evidence proves it. The evidence is proving it, ladies and gentlemen. So when you go to the polls, when you go to vote, vote blue. Vote for the Democrats. It's the Democrats that are going to get the prices lowered. The top economists have said that because of the Democrats' work, right? And it's the Democrats that would make it that next year inflation would be less than 3%. Really? Honestly. It's the Republicans that are going to fuck up everything. And so when you go to vote, vote blue, vote for the Democrats, because they're the ones that are gonna make the economy better. It's the truth, and I know a lot of people don't see it. A lot of people don't want to see it, but that is the truth. Top economists are even saying it, and I just read you the article too of the fact that it's the big corporations of why we have such high inflation. Seriously, honestly, But anyways, I wanted to remind all my fans out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. And the link to there is awldny.com. You guys could check out all the products on there. All the products that you see on there, we actually make ourselves. And I also wanted to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway. And the link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. You guys could check out all the pages on there. And on the homepage of my website of Advocate Information Highway, you will see the link to my internet store on Zazzle.com, in which I designed a lot of products and they're up for sale on there. Also on the homepage of my website of Advocate Information Highway, you will see the links to the 2 books that I wrote. And if you guys follow those links, you guys could check out and purchase both of my books as well. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.